A proposal to expand Toledo's flock camera network around area schools in District 2 is on hold for now.
Well, the plan to connect school camera feeds to the Toledo Police Department did not receive a vote Tuesday and was sent to the Public Safety Committee. This comes amid growing privacy concerns. 13 Action News anchor Gerald Harris has more on the debate over safety and surveillance. Gerald.
Lee Christian, the pilot proposal under consideration comes from Councilman Adam Martinez. The voluntary program would connect select exterior school cameras to the Toledo Police Department's network and place cameras in a license plate reader at major intersections nearby. Martinez argues his district has fewer security cameras than anywhere else in the city and says first responders need better tools to respond to active threats. Keeping more than 6,500 children safe. District 2 Representative Adam Martinez says that goal drives his proposed school safety pilot program. He argues his district sits in a security blind spot with the fewest cameras in Toledo, even as violent crime rises. Martinez insists that protecting residents and schools is the first step to securing the area's economic future.
So this was a way for me to make a real change in how we think about school safety.
More than a dozen TPS Catholic dioceses and private schools have already voluntarily agreed to join. Under the proposal, Toledo Police would have no access to the feeds for routine surveillance. Instead, only when police respond to emergencies, providing real-time intel when seconds matter most.
The only time these cameras can be activated is if there is a call for service, if there's a 911 call or an emergency.
But the effort overall for more flock cameras is meeting local resistance. County Commissioner Pete Gherkin joined some city council members recently expressing concerns over bias and unregulated data sharing. At-large Councilwoman Erin Kramer says she wants an audit of existing flock cameras before discussing an expansion.
I work for the citizens of Toledo, and I have heard them loud and clear that they do not want these cameras.
Martinez insists Toledo is already a leader in public privacy protection, arguing strict local ordinances prevent police from sharing or exploiting data.
We legislated specific things that our officers can't share, so like immigration, reproductive rights, tracking of anyone by race, gender, any protected class.
If passed, the city would cover the first-year subscription fees, with schools deciding whether to continue the program afterwards. The plan now heads to the council's Public Safety Committee for a future public hearing. Martinez says he welcomes the debate and is open to adding even more guardrails to ensure public trust while bridging safety gaps. Lee?